Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks, and this is part 2 of this video. The first part was a trace of this large one. I reduced it, and then I made this, and this would be ready to print. But I don't know yet if the person's going to engrave it or print it. So we're going to act like we're going to engrave it. I'm going to actually make this yellow box yellow. That would help us. And then all you have to do really is just separate the colors and make them black. So let's take the can and move it out of the, whoop, that's too much of a nudge. Let's make our nudge a little less. Let's make it, let's see how big this is. So let's make it 1.5 nudge to keep it in the picture. And let's take the green and nudge it, all the greens, and nudge it. I don't really think we need that little part, but we're going to go ahead and keep it. That's part of the logo. That's part of the logo. That's part of the logo. And I must have nudged that one twice. So I'm just going to nudge it right back. So if you're going to engrave this, I would just now, with the pick tool, select all that and make it RGB black. Now with the white, it's part of the other logo or part of the other side, so I'm going to put it there. So I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to nudge it again. I'm going to nudge the white again, and I'm going to nudge this time. I'm going to nudge all the white twice. We don't want white, but if they want that part of the logo, I'm going to show you how to make it gray. Whoop. Because that might be a good part of the logo. So what I would do now is make this a gray, a light gray, on both the fill and the outline. And now if we group this together, we're going to use it later, Control G to group it. But if you look, now we've got that. We're going to still keep it over here. Now let's go ahead and take the pride and all parts of the pride, and we're going to come up from the bottom and we're going to make it a black, an RGB black for engraving. Now you just need to decide what you're going to do and whether you want the white here. Let's go ahead and nudge it. Whoop. Yep. Nudge that twice, you know, to make it look just like, well, that's part of the gold. And if you click on it, you look down here, you can see you've got a white when you're doing this. So I'm nudging it twice. Whoop. Okay, and the inside of the, and what I would also do is go ahead and grab it all and right click, left click, make all that. And let's go ahead and now group this together, Control G, and let's continue. Now you just need to decide you don't really want this yellow. I'm going to nudge it the opposite direction. Now, you know what, for this video, I'm going to make our box blue because the gold is too close to our blue. So I'm just going to take all the yellow or gold and nudge it out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and take away his hands. And just so what we're doing, we're just making everything either black or white or not there. So we got two little more pieces, and then his eyeball and his teeth and that. Now we can select all this and make it a RGB black. And now let's nudge it over here. We don't need this stuff anymore. I'm going to pretty much delete it. So now if we will group this, Control G, And then since this is a group, we can put it there. The white is actually a gray. It just appears white. Let's put it back. Let's make sure it is a gray. Let's make it a little bit darker gray. I might have hit white a while ago. So that's how I would run the logo. Now, what I would do, if this was going to be engraving and I was going to do it, you have so much more control. And let's make the logo pretty much the size it was. And let's say you're going to put it on a plaque. I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. For just a second, I'm going to group it together and hit P. So that's the way it's going to look on our plaque. I'm going to make our plaque a red outline. So it would be well, let's actually make it a hairline. Double click on your pen tool and make it a hairline so it will not engrave, but it would cut. And then put it up in your laser bed as such. And this is how I do this a lot, and it really makes it pop. I'm going to grab the gray. Whoop, I got to ungroup it. Go to Object, Group, and don't ungroup all, just ungroup. And now the gray should, and we're getting that box. Well, I need to change my nudge factor now to something like, let's make it 6 inches. Grab the gray and nudge out of the way. I would engrave this at whatever your normal speed is, 100 speed at 50 power. You know, do it really deep. And then I would take this part and nudge it completely off the screen and then bring in this, put it back, and then I would run this at 100 power at 70 or 80, 90 speed. And that's why you would do that. I mean, this would engrave differently if you ran them both together, but you have so much more control off this. I mean, your laser should engrave these two colors a little bit differently, but if you do it separately, and if you do the black first, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it back where it belongs, put that back where it belongs. I'm going to change my nudge factor to, I didn't realize how big I made this. Well, it's 15 inches. Let's nudge it to 16 inches. And then I would take my gray and nudge it out of the way one time. I would engrave that. If your plaque is level and square, not really level, but if your wood is square and you're up against that deal, you could actually take this out of your laser, and if it's on raw wood, and sand that burn residue off. And then you could actually run this again, and running it lightly with well, you need to take the black away. Let me get rid of the box for just a second. If you would take the black away, when you engrave this, you won't need to do much sanding. It'll look a lot better. And you could actually run it at like 100 power at 70 speed and run it at 400 dots per inch. And it's just going to barely give it a shadow. Then what's so nice about this, if you don't like it, if it doesn't look great, then just run it again. You know, and you have another chance. And I almost guarantee that will look good. Let's put it on a piece of brown wood, put it to the back of the page, and that's what it's going to look like. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit.